Okay, right now we're going to add a personal page. Each person's going to add their own personal page and on this website. Everybody's an administrator. The first thing we do is we sign in. We go to WordPress.com and sign in. And you should get something that looks like this. If you click on My Sites, you should get all of the information that an administrator would see on the left-hand side. If you click on Site Pages, you should see a list of all the pages. Oh, this is the wrong site. Sorry, this one. If we see this on Site Pages, this is the list of all the pages.
Yeah, that's where I posted, like, tried to create one.
Well, hang on. I'm going to show you. I'll delete this page. I'm going to trash this page. Now there's no page called George Courser. So let me just show you what's going to happen. So if I do, where's Create New Page? Add a page here. Click this button here, Add Page. And I'll put my name. Fair enough. And I'll get some text about myself. Now, in my LinkedIn profile, I have this text available. I'll just copy this text and I'll paste it in here. But you can either write your own text or you can copy it from other information. Just tell about yourself. Okay? Now, if I want to add a picture, I can insert a picture. So if I go to images.google.com, images.google.com, I can possibly find a picture, and I'll just type my own name, just search term you want. You don't have to put a picture of yourself. You can put a picture of a cat or anything you want on your own page. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. This is your own personal page. It's one little page that tells you about yourself on this website. So I'll use, what can I use? I'll use this one here. Let's try. I'll use, what do I want to use? I don't know. No, I don't like any of them, but I guess I'll try this one. And if I go to this picture, hit, save image as, it'll save it in my downloads file. And now if I go to this page, if you put it up here, it depends on where you put the information, how it aligns the picture. I want to align it to the right. So what I usually do is I put a little text ahead of it, just junk text. And then I put some text, I insert some space in here, and then I insert the picture in here. So I'm saying add media, right? And here I've got different media that I've added. I'm going to add a new one, and it's going to be this picture here, this TEDx picture here. I'm going to open that picture. And now that picture is in there. And if it's still selected, I can click Insert, and that'll insert that picture in that spot. Okay? Now if I want to right align the picture, I click on the picture and I can choose the alignment of the picture. I want to have it right aligned, so now the text goes around it. And I can delete this right here and it'll whoops, Control Z, delete that. And it'll show what it looks like. There's some space in here I got to get rid of, so here I'm going to go in here and delete these extra spaces in here. I click on the HTML and delete the extra spaces, because something's wrong with it. It's still not quite. Oh yeah, there, now it's aligned right. So you can kind of see what the code looks like. We'll talk about the code in a future lesson. But basically, we now have a picture, and I think that I can add a caption in here if I want to. I can say George Courser, PhD, whatever. I can put a little caption in there if I want to. And so and if I want to put a link, I can put a bold. And I'll usually, like this text all came from LinkedIn, so I'll put a link. I'll click on this link button, and I'll go to the link up here and cut that and paste it in here, and open in a new tab. So I'll add that link. So now there's a hyperlink to the LinkedIn text if they want to read more about me, whatever. So, but really the point of this is to talk about what you're hoping to get out of the camp. So, so why I started this camp, and I can just tell my story about why I started the camp. So I'll tell that later. But basically, I can put. I'll put this to be written. So it does. It's a living document. So I can put a little bold here if I want to. Anyway, so that's the page. And then once you finish with however you want the page to be, of course you can edit it. You publish it. And now if you were to go, now it shows you what the post will look like in the on the website. It does depend how like you know how you organize your page. Like if it's on a phone, it's going to be different than if it's on a website or on a desktop. I don't really like that. I wonder if I can change the caption, how the caption gets shown. But anyway, so that's how that is. You can play around with it, make it look better, whatever you want. But basically, we want everybody to create their own page. Then we update the page. Now we also want to add this page to the navigation. So you close the page, and then you can go to the other page, which is the people page. Click the people page, and then here we want to change this link, and I want it to be this page right here. Save that. So it looks like it was already linked. So now if I save this page, when I go to the website csexplore2018, it should show me this. If I go to people, it should show me this. If I go to that one, it shows me this. Right? So now it navigates properly. So that's how you can add a page if you're an administrator. You can't add a page if you're an editor or anything else. You have to be an administrator to add pages. If you're an editor, you can add blog posts and everything else, but we want each person to have their own page, and they can, you know. So like, did you link yours? You can link yours to this people page, right? So click on people, they can see all these different links. Now let's show how to to create a blog page, right? So here we can say, let's say we want to add a new blog page. So we can click on My Sites up here, and we can go to blog posts. If we look at the blog posts, these are all the blog posts. Normally you're not going to want to look at every blog post. You're just going to want to add a blog post. But so we'll click Add. And normally the blog post is like a news article. So the title of the blog post should be typically in the present tense, because when you're blogging it, you're doing it as you're blogging it. But it could be the past tense, and then it should describe what the article is about. So let's just do add, and let's just say CS Explore team prepares. I use the same capitalization as you would have in a regular sentence for titles, because it gets weird when you do capital letters and everything. But you know, CS Explore team prepares WordPress.com lesson. Okay, so that's the title of it. You can make whatever title you want. If you want to do a featured image, you can click this set featured image thing, and you can choose a featured image. Now, if there's no images that you want, you can go back to images.google.com, and you can choose, let's just say computer camp team infographic. Let's see, we want to get some kind of generic picture because we don't have a picture of ourselves. I'll try a wallpaper. It's probably not a wallpaper. Let's just do computer team. Well, I'll just pick this teamwork one, and because there's nothing else. Now, what we should really do, though, is we should go to the settings. Or no, we'll go to Tools, Usage Rights, and choose only those that are labeled for reuse without with modification so that we're not using any images that are not your own property. The one that I just did was my own property. But this is a good one here, right? It kind of looks like a computer team thing. So I'll do save image as, save this to my thing, and I'll go back to my post. I'm going to add this new image. Now this image is my featured image. So we'll say Jaron, Jason, and George prepared WordPress.com activity. And then we'll just publish it. Now in this case, you could also put categories and tags. So we should never have them on categories. They should always be something. So if it's a post about a lesson that we're doing, click on, use lessons. If it's about a person, you could do the persons. So there's only going to be one lesson on WordPress.com, so we'll do WordPress. We'll choose WordPress category, and we can also choose activities, right? So this is how you would tag it. So basically, you want to tag it in a way that you want to find it. Like, let's suppose you want to find all the blog posts about lessons. You can just click on the lessons tag post, right? If you want to find all the WordPress posts, you can find the WordPress posts. So so the categories are kind of big, things. Basically, this whole camp is going to be basically lessons and people, right? Information, but the lessons themselves might be detailed. So there should only be these two categories, but these tags could be anything. So let me just publish it. And now you can see, once it finishes publishing, it takes a second. We can go back to the page, and we can see that, like, if we go to the news page, which is the blog page, it has all this information. CS Explore team prepares WordPress lesson, blah blah blah, and I can delete this post here. But you can click on lessons, and you can get all of the lessons ones. So if we want to go back and look at all the lessons, we can just see we have the category filtered by lessons. If we want to see all the people ones, we can see all the people ones. If we want to look at and it kind of puts in big letters which tags it belongs to. If we want to see all the George Courser ones, it can go to just the George Courser ones. You see what and it works really good on a phone too. So that's pretty much how you create a blog post and how you create a site page in WordPress.com. It's the same in WordPress. There's some differences, but basically the same WordPress, the same authorities happen. Any questions about that? Yeah, guys. All right, let's stop this.